Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. When I saw 50 Cent yesterday take a little dig at Daphne Joy, I was like, I don't know if we should do that. And it looks like it has gotten him into some hot water because Daphne is making claims of sexual allegations and, like I said, the R word. So what up? It's your boy Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, before I even start today's show off, I just want to say it is Good Friday. Happy Easter. Are you supposed to say Happy Easter on Good Friday, or is that Easter Monday? I'm not too sure, but whatever it is, happy holiday, happy Easter, and happy Good Friday. All right, I got a good show set up for you guys today. It's not a huge show. I just wanted to give you guys a little kind of like Easter surprise. You get it? Like, it was a play like on the Easter egg, Easter surprise, haha. Anyways, all right, so I just wanted to put a little show together for you guys. I got one lead story. We're talking about 50 Cent and his trouble with Diddy and Daphne Joy. Then we're going to jump over into quick news. We got some Kanye, some Diddy, some Offset, then speed news, question of the day, and then as always, we're going to close off with a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, devices, or your radios up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. All right, I just want to put a small disclaimer before I start this story. Daphne Joy is accusing 50 Cent of rape allegations. The R word is very triggering to some people. So I would like to put a warning that this story will be talking about that. And going further in the story, instead of using that word, we're going to say the R word. So just want to let you guys know that is a small disclaimer, okay? 50 Cent denies Daphne Joy's R claim and seeks full custody of their son. All right, I have a full breakdown of what's going on. This is part of the Diddy story. I touched on this a little bit yesterday, just a little bit, where Daphne Joy, who is 50 Cent's baby mama, was put into one of Diddy's civil suits. A civil suit going at Diddy, Little Rod. And Little Rod amended his civil suit March the 25th to add Young Miami and Daphne Joy. And when he did that, 50 Cent started trolling Diddy and Daphne Joy online. That's what 50 Cent has been doing since the beginning of this. Him and Diddy have, I wouldn't say they have a full beef going on, but 50 Cent just likes to troll Diddy. I don't think there's any huge malice behind it, but they don't like each other, and he always makes fun of him. And when I saw 50 Cent yesterday take a little dig at Daphne Joy, I was like, I don't know if we should do that. And it looks like it has gotten him into some hot water because now Daphne is making claims of sexual allegations and, like I said, the R word. So I'm going to read you the story, and then I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of what has happened throughout the day and how we got to this point now. All right. So here's the story. 50 Cent is shutting down claims made by his ex Daphne Joy after she accuses him of the R word. 50, who is the father of their 12-year-old son, Sire, said the allegations she made are completely false and are an attempt to retaliate against him for seeking full custody of their son. This comes after Daphne was named in a lawsuit filed against Diddy, naming her as one of his sex workers, naming Daphne as one of Diddy's sex workers, okay? In response to the suit, 50 took to social media and reacted by saying, I didn't know that you were a sex worker. And he has the big eye emojis, you little sex worker, laugh out loud with a laughing emoji. Daphne took to her Instagram to respond to 50 Cent trolling her and said, let's put the real focus on the true evil actions of you, R word, me, and physically abusing me. Daphne also maintains that claims naming her as a quote-unquote sex worker are 100% false and a character assassination. In a statement to TMZ, 50 Cent said, the disturbing allegations in the sworn pleading recently filed in a court case relating to Daphne Joy, the mother of my 12-year-old child, has required me to take full and all needed legal allegations to protect my son, Sire. He added, the most recent false and baseless allegations by Daphne Joy are clearly in response to my decision to seek sole custody of my son. My son, Sire, is my main priority, and keeping him in a safe environment is my only focus at this time. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell. 50 Cent was going after her. She was going back after him. But now I'm going to get a little bit more into the weeds and give you guys more details. So, all right. So you're already up to date in the sense that 50 started trolling her. Okay. So Little Rod amended his civil suit against Diddy and said that Daphne and Young Miami was one of the one of his plenty sex workers, and they were also carrying around cocaine for Diddy. Okay, so 50 now starts trolling her yesterday, saying, "Hey, I didn't know you're a little sex worker," and then he puts out a statement saying that he's seeking sole custody of their son. So once he put that out, okay, I'm trying to find exactly what he said here. 50 Cent plans to take sole custody of his son from Daphne Joy, sire, after she was named as a sex worker in Diddy's case. Giving the latest development of the news of Daphne Joy's involvement in Diddy's lawsuit, 50 Cent is going for sole custody. Okay, so 50 Cent didn't necessarily make an internet statement about that, but I think it was just like a press release saying that that's what he's doing. Okay, so this is the full detail of what Daphne put out saying to 50, okay, in her Instagram stories. Actually, here, this is what I was looking for. This is what, sorry, there's a lot going on and it's hard to keep track, but I'm trying to put everything into one thing for you guys. So this is what I was looking for. This is what Daphne said at first. She said, "I am deeply hurt by the lies in Rodney Jones's lawsuit." That's Little Rob. "The claims that I am a sex worker is 100% false and a character assassination. I am retaining a lawyer to explore all legal remedies against both Rodney and his attorney." Okay, so she put that out. After she put that out, then 50 Cent said that he was claiming trying to get sole custody of her son. And then this is what she wrote. This is what is alarming. Listen to this. "Curtis James Jackson, everything is a joke to you until our safety is compromised, which is happening right now. You are wreaking real havoc, frenzy, and chaos onto people's lives. How would you feel if Sire was the one in handcuffs for nothing?" I don't know why she's bringing up Sire in handcuffs, because that's Diddy's son being in handcuffs. So why is she talking about that with 50? But anyways, let me continue. She goes on to say, "We moved to New York to give you the opportunity to be a father to your son, and you saw Sire 10 times out of 2 years that we lived only 1 mile away from you. I'm tired of upholding and protecting an image to our son that you have never even earned." Okay. Then she goes on to say, "Let's put the real focus on the true evil actions of you R-ing me and physically abusing me. You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I had for you as a father for our family with these last and final false claims you made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time." Wow. Okay. She said a lot in that statement. That's why I wanted to read the full statement for you so that you guys could draw your own conclusion for it. From it, most of the people online are not believing her, saying that, if he did these things to you, why would you, move a mile away from him? Why would you leave him and go to Diddy, who has been accused of this by 10, 20 women so far. So people are kind of just not believing it. 50 Cent is saying the only reason why she's saying this is because he wants full custody of Sire. So it's just all crazy right now. But I wanted to read to you guys her exact full and final statement that she said to him. To me, it's a sad situation. And I love 50. Like, I'm always on 50's side. I love how he trolls. He's funny and everything. I don't know if I necessarily agree with him trolling her with the whole sex worker comment, because at the end of the day, that's your son's mom, and you don't want your son seeing you trolling his mom. You know what I mean? Like, even if you don't have a good relationship with her, I just think that may have been a step too far. And 50 always does things and gets away with it. There's things that 50 does online that most celebrities would be canceled for, and 50 always gets away with it. I'm not saying he's not going to get away with this time, but her having that allegation, those 2 allegations against him, if she comes with remotely, like just a remote 2% facts or something to back that up, this could totally change 50 Cent's trajectory of him trolling people online. Because nobody is completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Not just anybody can get canceled at any time. You know what I mean? And like I said, 50 is one of the people who I would say is not cancelable because he literally just does anything he wants online. But when it comes to women and these kind of allegations, like I said, man, I think that he may have started something that I don't know is going to finish well. I don't know. We will see. If there's anybody who could, get away with this kind of stuff, it is 50. And again, not talking about the allegations, but just getting away with trolling her. Let me know what you guys think. Send me an email about it or comment below. But regardless, like I said, I don't think that it's super cool for him to be trolling his baby mama. He has done this before with his other child's baby mama. I can't remember her name, but I mean, with Marcus's mom, he doesn't even talk to her. He doesn't even talk to his son that he has with his other baby mama. So I just didn't want to see this happen with another baby mama and then maybe draw a wedge between him and his other son. He only has two sons, one he doesn't speak to. But that's 50. That's his mentality. That's just who he is, But all right, so I think that's really it. I think I've really caught you guys up on that. Daphne Joy has cut all of she has turned off all of her comments on her Instagram because people are really coming after her saying that these are all false accusations and she's just trying to bring 50 down for making fun of her. And if she can get mad if she wants, but to accuse somebody of this, you know what I mean, just because he's trolling you is a little bit much. And that I agree too, by the way. As much as I'm saying that I don't think what 50 Cent is doing is cool. I don't think it's cool what 50 Cent is doing to his baby mama. I obviously 100% need to make sure to say it's not cool at all what Daphne is doing if these accusations are false just because someone's trolling you. I mean, give me a break. But let's see what comes of this. Let's see what happens. 50 Cent has put himself in this Diddy conversation a million times since it's happened. Let's see if he took one step too far, and let's see what happens in the next couple of days or if this will just die out. Send me an email, trentoutloud@cfqr.com, or comment below, or send me a DM on my social medias at Trent Out Loud, and let me know what you think about 50, Daphne Joy, and Diddy. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. All right, Kanye West has entered the beef conversation, and he has sent a letter out to Drake, Kendrick, and everybody else in the industry. I feel like Kanye West was like, I can't believe you guys are here beefing and not including me. I got an album out. I got an album to promote. You guys need to talk about me. Kanye West posted this on his Instagram. Everybody knows I washed Kendrick on No More Parties in LA. Everyone knows I washed Drake at the Free Hoover concert. Everybody knows I brought Adidas into this culture and I took them out. Everybody knows Loda, Dima, Virgil, Jerry, Kim all work for me. I made Yeezus, Dark Fantasy, Pablo, Graduations, Thrones, 808s. I made Runway, Devil in New York. Devil in New Dress, Father Stretch. That's the only thing I don't know what he's talking about. I'm the only person to come back to number one after being canceled. There is only one GOAT. I stand by me. My friends call me Ye. All right, this was literally just out of nowhere. I don't know what was going on, but like I said, I think it's just Kanye saying, hey, you guys are talking about who's the best rapper. You guys are beefing, include me. If I know Kendrick and Drake and Cole, and if there is going to be some diss tracks coming out, I don't think anyone's going to jump at this bait. This is a clear, like a cry, like, oh my gosh, like put me into the conversation. Like, I love a lot of stuff that Ye does, but like this was a little bit stupid if you ask me. Right now, I think everyone's waiting to kind of like bait each other into something. We all know Drake is very strategic when it comes to this, for this whole, battling back and forth. Kendrick, I don't know how tested he is on the battleground, but we know he's a smart guy. So we'll see. We'll see what's happening in this whole Kendrick, Cole, and Drake beef. Let me know whose side you're on. Send me an email or comment below. Let me know whose side you're on, Drake or Kendrick or Cole. All right, and our second quick story, the feds reportedly subpoena companies tied to Diddy amid investigations. Things are getting real for Diddy and his business partners. Federal law enforcement sources tell TMZ that any phone provider, computer companies, commercial airlines, and all the jet charter companies Diddy has used in the past will receive subpoenas. Yo, that is crazy. Phone provider, computer companies, commercial airlines, or private jets. You're all getting subpoenaed. You all might have to show up in court and turn over records. This is crazy. All right, let me continue. The feds have started an investigation on all the flight manifests to see who was on Diddy's charter jets and who was on each plane. And where each plane went. The subpoenas were sent by the U.S. Attorney General from the Southern District of New York, who is leading the investigation. We will continue to update with more information. When they start subpoenaing big major companies, they're going in on Diddy, man. This is about to get wild. But anyways, this was my latest update. That's all the news that has come out on Diddy for today. All right, in our third quick story, Offset says the Migos is the second greatest hip-hop group of all times after Outkast. Quavo says they are the best. All right, so Offset was on Shannon Sharp, shout out Uncle Shannon Sharp, on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay, and he said that, I already read the headline. He said that they're the second greatest hip-hop group of all times. Here's a little clip.
I give us two. Cause I'm respectful. You gotta respect Outkast.
Yeah, cause you got Outkast, Wu-Tang.
Well, now if we go all the way, I'm still gonna stay at two, cause I'm gonna put Outkast first.
All right, now while I love that he put Outkast ahead of his group and showed respect to show respect to what am I trying to say? Like to his OGs, like his OGs coming from Atlanta, right? Well, I love that and I respect it, but the question wasn't who's the best hip hop group that came out of Atlanta. He said the best hip hop group of all times. And as much as I respect Outkast, as much as I respect Migos, you have NWA, you have Wu-Tang. Like, you cannot say that you want to respect your OGs and not respect the OGs that came before your OGs. You know what I mean? Like NWA, Wu-Tang. NWA was like hold on a second, I even forgot. Like Run DMC, like the godfathers of hip hop groups. You know what I mean? Like they were signed to the first hip hop record label. So if you're talking OGs, you can't just talk about OGs in your community or in your state. You have to talk about hip hop groups of all times. So I just named you three. I could go on, but I don't want to dilute the pool here, because this is all subjective. But you can even put like Beastie Boys in there, arguably. You know what I mean? But Run DMC, NWA, Wu-Tang, come on, bro. And then you can start talking about the Outkast and the Migos, whatever. Just for me personally, like I'm a big Migos fan, but I wouldn't be mad if you put them in like a top 10, but I just don't even think they would be, in the top 3, and personally not even in my top 5. As much as I love them, as much as they contributed to the past 10 years or 15 years of hip hop, we are talking about 50 years of hip hop that we just celebrated last year. Let's not get it twisted, Offset. All right, this brings us to speed news. Ring my bell. King Combs, Diddy's son, was seen on his girlfriend's Instagram in the gym working out topless. Now, I don't understand why anybody in Diddy's crew is online anywhere. Like, why would you do this, man? You were just arrested last week. I don't remember if it was in the Miami home or LA home, but if I was Diddy, I would tell my sons, my daughters, and everybody, stay off social media. Anything you guys do can and will be used against you in a court of public opinion. Like, I understand maybe not the court in the court system, but it will be used against you in public opinion. There's enough stuff going on with your dad out here. He doesn't need you in the gym topless with your girlfriend, posing in the mirror and stuff like that. There's victims out here, and you guys are making yourself look tasteless. You know what I mean? Like, he's not accused of something like corporate. He's accused of hurting and inflicting, mental damage and pain and agony on another human being. You know what I mean? And you're just here in the gym with your t-shirt off. Like, I think it's really stupid. If I was Diddy, I would tell my sons, stay off of social media. I make them close all the social media accounts. But that's just me. All right, in our second speed story, Safaree says that he's going to Nicki Minaj's concert. This is hilarious. He put out on his Twitter, I'm definitely going to Gag City concert in full disguise. Y'all won't even notice me. I'm going to enjoy the show. I can't wait. I'm going to document it too, and I'm going to drop the video after. And then he said, I'm going to wear a jean vest too. I can't wait. So he put that out, and everybody was like, what the hell? Why is Safaree going to his ex-girlfriend Nicki Minaj's concert? Why is he going in disguise? Everybody started trolling him. And then a few hours later, he goes, wow, my page was hacked. That was not even me. This is ridiculous. Anyways, Safaree, you're ridiculous. You know that you're still a Nicki Minaj groupie, and you know you want to go to the concert. Just come out and say, yo, I miss my girl. I want to see my girl in concert. You had a lot to do with a lot of her hits. You want to go and support your girl, man. Don't hide don't hide your true feelings, Safaree. Come out and just say, yo, I miss my girl and I want to go see her in concert. All right. In our third quick story, Drake has words for his enemies. Drake posted on his Instagram a caption. He posted a picture. I don't know what the background is, but he has this big black coat on and he has his glasses. And he goes, they would rather go to war with me than admit that they are their own worst enemy. And he put laughing emoji. It's what I said earlier. Everyone's kind of playing chess right now and taunting. Everyone's moving pawns. That was a pawn move. I think he said something on stage a couple of days ago that we reported on. Drake has not come out and put anything on wax. He hasn't put out any tracks. He hasn't put out a verse. He hasn't said anybody by name. Kendrick put out his verse on Future's album. Who knows? What's just seeing? But this is another small little, a chess move. We're on a chessboard. Drake just moved his pawn 1 inch and was like, listen, man, they'd rather go to war with me than admit that they are their own worst enemy. Let's see where this goes. All right, in our fourth speed story, Al B. Sure issues a message to his son Quincy in the midst of all the Diddy drama. Come home, son, you're safe here. All right, for those of you who don't know, Al B. Sure, a legendary R&B singer from, I would say 80s or 90s or whatever. But an Al B. Sure son is Quincy. And that was with, oh my gosh, I forgot that. Kim Porter. That was with Kim Porter, who was Diddy's baby mama, who he has his other kids with. I think the two twin girls and Christian Combs. So Quincy, Diddy kind of adopted Quincy. So everybody thinks that Quincy is Diddy's first son, but it's really not his first biological son, and it's Al B. Sure. So I know it sounds a little bit confusing, but Kim Porter had a kid before she met Diddy, which is Quincy. Diddy adopted him, and he was been a father figure to him. I don't know the estranged relationship between Al B. Sure and his son and why they're not close, but Al B. Sure put this out on Instagram. He said, letter to my son, come home. The door is wide open. You're safe here. You're safe here, son. I love you, Pops. You're biological with a fist sign. And I don't if you want to send a message to your son, why don't you send a message to your son? Why do you have to put it on Instagram? This seems to me like there's a lot of conversation going on around Diddy right now, and you're trying to get your name into the conversation. If you want to say something to your son, call your son. I'm sure there's a way to get to your son or somebody around that can get to your son. This is just embarrassing if you ask me. All right, this brings us to question of the day. This is a little bit of a different question of the day than I normally do, but I thought it was super interesting because I didn't know any of the answers, and I want to know if you guys know any of the answers. What's a word that is spelt the same way backwards as forward? I wish I had time. I'm going to talk a little bit so you guys think. Think right now, how many words can you come up with that are spelt the same way forward as backwards? Nothing came to me, nothing. I'm going to read to you people's answers, and you're going to be shocked about how many words there are. So just be honest with yourself. Write it down or take a mental note. How many words do you think? Have you repeated some in your head while I was talking? Hopefully I'm not distracting you, but I cannot just be silent for 20 or 30 seconds. But how many have you come up with? Let me read to you. Rotator. Yo, I had no idea. Rotator. Rotator. That funny boy wrote race car. Didn't even think about that. Race car, RACECAR. Crazy. I didn't even know that. Isaac825, he wrote 6 of them. Listen to this. Radar, Noon, Bob, Stats, Tat. I don't know what Tat is. T-A-T. Tot, Mom, Dad, and Deed. I'm mind blown. Well, we already know that I'm not a great speller out here, but still. Marvelous Mellow wrote Faded. Never knew that. No, that doesn't even make sense because Faded is F-A-D-E-D. That's wrong. All right, J Styles 312, he wrote, oh my gosh, maybe I think there's 6 or 7 of them here. Tedent, Stats, Hannah, Mom, Dad, Poop, Level, that's a new one. Level, L-E-V-E-L, crazy. Solos, Refer, Radar, and Rotator. Okay, those we have. And then Savage King 72 wrote Civic, Hannah, Noon, Radar, Sis is a good one. Kayak, yo, that's good, man. K-A-Y-A-K, Kayak, that's good. Let me see what else I could find here. Somebody wrote My Name, Aja. Okay, that really doesn't count, but I mean, we did include Mom and Dad, so I guess it does count. All right, I'll read one last one. Chris Jones has, I think, 2 good ones here. Reviver, R-E-V-I-V-E-R. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Reviver. Kayak. Okay, we heard that. And he said his favorite one, Taco Cat. Taco Cat. That's not a word. Taco Cat. T-A-C-O-C-A-T. Taco Cat. Yeah, somebody wrote Taco Cat too. I don't even know what that is. Anyways, I thought that one was really funny. I have no answer to this. I've actually been really bad all week. I haven't had any answers to any of my questions actually, but I'm trying to find fun things for you guys, all right? All right, this brings us to sports news. And what are we going to talk about? LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, for those of you who don't know and you're new to this podcast and you weren't around last year, I love the NBA. I love playoff time. It's one of my favorite time in sports. A little bit more even than the NFL, just because you get like a game every day, like the whole like half of April and all of May and beginning of June. You get so much basketball, you get so much sports. So I get really excited for this time of year. And I love to hate on the Los Angeles Lakers. So if there's any Lakers fans out here, if there are any LeBron fans, get ready for the Trent Out Loud podcast and the hater train that's coming. Like I always say, every time I talk about LeBron, I have mad respect, mad love for LeBron. This is just a fun thing that I do. I have tremendous amount of respect for him off the court. He's just not one of my favorite players on the court. I don't want him to win another ring and tie with Kobe. And geez, for sure, I don't want him to win 2 rings and get to Jordan. I think Jordan and Kobe are the GOAT on the court. All right. I always make a joke and I say, if I had to choose a friend off the court, it would be LeBron because Kobe and Jordan seem like they're cold and not like super friendly. But on the court, I want those killers. I want Jordan. I want Kobe. You know what I mean? I like that little bit of a selfish basketball. So I just preface that. But at the same time, I will give Lakers their props. The Lakers have won their last 5 games straight. There you go. And again, see, this is a little bit of the thing that I don't like about LeBron. It's like he's waiting for the end of the season to like turn stuff on when he could have been playing harder all year round. Like Jordan and Kobe, I don't feel they have like an on and off switch. Like they just want to go all the time. They're crazy. And LeBron is like, oh, let some people. I want AD to be good and let me sit out. Oh, my ankle's hurting. Like I just don't like that kind of player. But I just wanted to highlight right now the Lakers are in 9th place behind my team, Golden State Warriors. So it looks like they're probably going to end up in the play-in and not make the playoffs, which we already knew. Anyways, I also thought it was fun to kind of revisit the standings, which I haven't looked at in a long time. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, we have the Celtics in the number 1 position, then the Bucks, the Knicks, the Cavaliers, the Magic, then the Pacers, then the Heat, and then the 76ers. So that's 1st to 8th place. And then in 9th place, we have the Bulls and Hawks. Honorable mention, the Raptors in the 12th place, but we have no more players anymore. We're in a rebuilding phase. We will be back. But anyways, that is your top 10 teams who will make it into the playoffs and the play-in. And in the Eastern Conference Finals, the number 1 team are the Nuggets, then the Timberwolves, Thunder, Clippers, Pelicans, Mavericks, Suns, and Kings. That is your 1 to 8th position. Then in 9 and 10, like I said already, is the Lakers and Warriors. So it looks like we're going to have, which is crazy. That means right now you have the three kind of like most legendary players of the past 10 or 15 years, LeBron, Steph, and KD are in the Western Conference Finals, are all going to be in the play-in. So it looks like right now, if they had to play, it would be the Suns versus the Kings and LA versus Warriors. That's so sad that these guys are like almost at the ends of their career. But the good thing is that it's making way for a lot of the new talent that's coming in, like John Morant, Jason Tatum, etc., etc. Anyways, let me know if you guys are excited for this year's NBA playoffs and finals, of course. Send me an email at trentoutloud@cfqr600.com or comment below or any of my social media handles at Trent Out Loud. What team are you going for? Who's going to win? I want to know who's your team for the East and who's your team for the West. Like, let me know who you think is going to make the playoffs. For me, I don't even know. I can't ask you guys to make a prediction and then I don't make a prediction. Hold on. I say Boston for sure. I would like Bucks, but I think Boston's are going to do it because I do, me, Dame Lillard, and Giannis. Those are my guys. But I think ultimately Celtics will probably make it because Tatum is just on fire right now. And in the West, Clippers, I think could make it, or probably not the Timberwolves, and maybe not I'm not a big Nuggets fan. I would like to see Clippers and Boston. That's my prediction. I probably know the Clippers are not going to make it, but that's my prediction. Anyways, that's it. That's the end of the show. Like I said, I wanted to put a little something together for you guys for Easter. Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Don't forget, if you're listening on YouTube or on podcast platforms, you can catch us weekdays on CFQR600.com or CFQR600 AM on your radio stations. The Trent Out Loud podcast is on the radio, and we also play music in the middle of the podcast. It is a 1 hour long show. If you're on YouTube or on podcast platforms, make sure you check us out there. It is really good. It's fun. We play 90s and 2000s hip hop and R&B. And vice versa, if you're listening to this show on the radio or on CFQR600.com, and you cannot always listen to this show between 11 and 12 weekdays, you can always catch this show without the music on YouTube at Trent Out Loud or on any podcast platform, Apple, iHeart, Spotify, whatever. Just search on any podcast platform, search in Trent Out Loud, and you will get access to all of our shows on demand. That's it. Have a great weekend, man. Have a happy Easter. Be safe. Love y'all. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace! For more content, you could subscribe, download, or listen to the Trent Out Loud podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts, or you could watch us on YouTube. Just search Trent Out Loud. For showtimes and updates, you could follow us on all social platforms at Trent Out Loud. Go to signupexpert.com/Trent. Once you sign up for all betting apps and get all your bonuses and get all your rewards, go to your app store and download BetStamp and use promo code TOL.